Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stockers and NINZA Pro Traders. It's Friday, November 4th. It's about 6:55 Central Standard Time. Want to get started a little bit earlier because of we've got non-farm payroll change at 7:30, unemployment rate change, average hourly earnings, employment change, and unemployment rate change. So we got a lot going on this morning. Let's see if these key numbers at 7:30 can help drive the market and give us a sense of direction and get out of some of this consolidation mean consolidation, that's what I should say. So let's take a look. We opened up last night at 2084, and as you can see, we popped right up into our first initial zone for the night. Squeaked just a little bit up for an overnight high of 86.50. Once we hit that, again, pull back down here below the 24-hour VWAP, our white line here, all the way down to the bottom of yesterday, one of yesterday's zones, the value area low right in this area. Came back and tested our 24-hour VWAP and then right down into the middle of this zone low at 2080.50. Just happens to be just kind of the major support there from yesterday's low, even though we did touch a low of 79.75. After that, we just went right back up to the value high, across to the 24, and we're just consolidating right now, basically, between these two zones or the value area high and value low. And these are developing value areas, not the market profile, developing ones for the day. So let me spread that so we can see a little bit. As you can see, now we're right back up here at the open. So where do we go today? Well, a lot of it depends on the news today. And of course, the Fed's going to be speaking, and you know how that goes. Key PMI is going to be later today as well. It's the trade balance stuff. It's not only medium type news, but everything's starting to affect us here. So let's assume we've kind of bottomed out here at the 79 area. Now, that doesn't mean we have. Let's just assume this for the first start and say we're going to be looking in here right now. So what I want to do is turn this off right now. So what I want to show you is if we get through this open right up here, we're going to be going right up into this zone, the 2084, possibly up into here in the open up 86 area. So if we can get up here, get a good push up in here, I would look to counter trend this trade and probably post it and get good money coming back down to the 20 to this open and push down into here into 2081. Once down in this area, again, look for a counter trend trade. I know it seems counterintuitive if you're a trend trader, but it really these are just big retracements in my opinion, and push right back up to here. Okay, you might be wrong one direction, but you should be right another. But just be careful what you're doing here. If we get up into this, get a counter trend trade back into here. Now, if this holds back here at the 24 weave up and we get a bounce up, that's a real good sign that we might continue this market up. Just a good sign. This market is very volatile, so just be real cautious with this. Coming up into here, if we get the bounce off after coming off of this 86, coming back down to the open somewhere in here, and back up. Now we need to shoot up in here to probably about the 88 area. Yesterday's open. Look for this to come back and retest this high, this support area at 86 in this zone. We need to hold this zone pretty good if we want a chance to move up into this area again today. We can do that. We're moving up into the next zone at 90 to 92, looking for this. And then again, look for a pullback. Nothing is going to be easy in this market. So if you don't get the pullback, you're in better shape, but be ready for that pullback. And if you're going to be able to hold that stop or not. Uh, Advice is just taking these profits early, take them at your targets, wait for the next good trades and setups. There's just a lot of volatility and a lot of people complaining they're just getting stopped out, have good trades going on. All of a sudden, just short of targets are missing it. So take your targets early, wait for the good setups because there are lots of them if you're ready to go. If we get down in here, then if we could break this 29 and hold the 2090 area, some in here, we might even pull all the way back to this 88. We need to drive up into this next zone from yesterday, probably around the 93. Look for a pullback into this zone again, anywhere in here for a drive up. Now, if we can do that and bust up in here, we can get into the yesterday's high up in this 98, the bottom of this zone right up in here. Again, here's a key place to start looking for reversals here at this 99, 2100 zone. Key area for today, and that's only about 20 points. So, we're starting to look for this market to start to get a little bit tired here. Not quite mean exhaustion, but we can get to this exhaustion point real quick up here, depending how far it went down before we started to move to the upside. However, if we can get through this zone, look for these targets into the 2106, 2108 zone. This is a Friday, things can go crazy. We do have zones up in here all the way to 12 to 14. Don't expect to get there, obviously, today. Uh, if we could get to the upside, we'd lucky to get up here to this area, which would show us some good strength coming back in this market. Now let's look to the downside. we're still looking pretty ugly here. We'll look at the market profile in a second, but high chance of failure here, right in this area, coming right back to this low right away. Now, if we get down here to the 20, 80, 50 double bottom, right into the zone, maybe touching right in here, go long here, probably going to go right up to this 2084 zone right in here, and then it's going to go right over to the this open again at 84. It might try to trade through this little bit, and it's also going to be watching and tracking this 24 review that is helping us really, really good lately. So just keep an eye on that where it comes back and retouches that. Look for the bounce off that to continue to the low side. If we can get another consolidation cycle going in here, it's likely to break to the downside. And once we break it down below here, it's down to the 76, 74 area right in here, and then bouncing back up and retesting this area, probably around the 78, possibly even retesting all the way up here to the this zone right here at 79, 75. Then look down for to move back down into here. And if we again, if we talked about yesterday a little bit, if we get below the 74 area and we start getting breakdown with some strength in it, all the way back down to the 66 area, 62, 60 area. Okay, is a real strong area, but that's they can move all the way back there. That's been a major area of support and resistance for a long, long time. So be cautious with this big drop today. It's not likely, but you just never know with this market here. So now let's take a quick look at market profile. We go to our workspaces over here. Quick switch. On the daily, you can see this little bar as we've come across for the last few days. This all started back in, what was it, the 1020 on the 25th of October, and we've been gradually moving down. Now we're down below this POC. We have touched this 2079 right area, key area right in here at 80. It's always been a key area. We've just we've got a doji candle right here at this candle. Remember, this is a continuous contract for these numbers, so the this outside numbers will look just a little bit different, but the placements here need to be key for their key areas to watch for this, okay? 80, 88 area right in here to 93. Look for a retest up here to the 93 if today, and then if this does not hold, look for this market to return back to 70, 75, and this is where we could be in trouble. If we could get down to the 60 area, we might find some good support, but this is going to be a big drop. So watch these key areas, okay? Be patient. Now, if we can get above this 93 again, or starting with this 87, you got to get a close above it to get to 93, just like everything else. Get up to this 2100, look for a little bit of retest back at this POC. Okay, if it holds, then go ahead and look for this retest of this 2106 as we start to move on up. But this probably about the highest today is in this 2106 area. Just a little bit of, if we look at a 4-hour chart, you can see a little bit better how we started on the 25th, and we've just been continuing moving down into here, just below this pocket here. And we're just consolidating sideways right in this area, okay? Down in this area right in here. So this moved on the 4-hour chart, looks like the 74 immediately, then down to 63. So then the 93 and the 2108 up to here. So we have a long ways to go. Be very, very cautious on the major profile side of this, okay? It's very good. It gives a key indicator for the long term. And don't be so quick to jump in some of these trades. If you have any questions, contact Frank at tradestalkers.com and have a great day.